And the Dallas Cowboys lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Elliott, toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Prescott.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year. An open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go down. the Bears get there for the sack. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Catch is made by Harry.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. First down, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Look at the spin.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To the air again, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. CD, I know it's
just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Complete to Washington.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Montgomery on the counter. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kill. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down. 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Garibay on for the extra point.
And it's 21-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts
under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus Lawrence. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
On 4th down, Fields.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, Prescott here to throw. That's caught. It's James Washington. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. From the gun, here's Fields.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now here's Fields on the sneak.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
So, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dallas,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.